Tonight, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the London Bulldogs taking on the Dublin Celtic Tigers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dublin Celtic Tigers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now back to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
You almost feel privileged, partner, every time you get to see him run out in the field to start a game, because every game, every snap, you and I both know he has potential to do something special. And that inspires his teammates as well. They know how incredible he is. They want to give max effort as well.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. On second down, they'll run it here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown out on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Bulldogs have struck first in this NFC title game. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was third and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. This will be from 49 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, He's got a man wide open, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 6. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Bulldogs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship, as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. It is the LA Chargers who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Coach. Thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On second down, they'll run it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Second and 13. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bulldogs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's going, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And a gain there of 11 yards. He continues to be a major factor carrying the football here into the fourth quarter, Charles.
Another big gain on the ground. Big guys working strong up front. A lot of them not just taking care of business at the line of scrimmage, but getting into the linebacker spots and taking care of the second level as well.
And they're taking advantage of everything right now on the scoreboard with that lead. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.